Hello, I am Ellen Britton, and I'm here to introduce you to the Nashville number system. I get excited about it every time I teach about the Nashville numbers, which I've done every day for my whole life because it is just the best thing ever. Some people hear numbers and get nervous because they think they hate math, and I understand that, and I really take it as a personal challenge to explain to people, especially those who are nervous about numbers and think that, I don't know, it's going to be confusing and boring and unnecessary. Wrong, wrong, wrong. It's actually just the best thing ever. It will make your musical brain smarter. It will allow you to play in any key. It will allow you to communicate with other musicians, some of whom may very well be playing in another key or position more likely. So I'm not going to get real technical about this right now, but I am going to say, because we're guitar players and because we use the capo all day, every day, our fingers might be in one key, but the sound is coming out in another key. And we might be playing with people who are doing a version of that. So we need what I describe as a universal language for people who might be playing or thinking or reading or just operating in different keys, a way for those people to communicate with each other in a language that's bigger than any one key. If I'm playing in the key of G and I talk to somebody who might have a capo on and playing in another position, if I say, well, hey, this song has G, C, and D, that's not going to help them. In fact, it's going to hurt them because that has nothing to do with what they're doing. They need to hear something that will apply to any key, and the number system is that thing. So the one thing that you are going to want to make friends with in order to get conversant in the number system is the scale. Some people might get even nervouser when I mention the scale because there's a little bit to know about that. Like, how about that whole sharp flat thing? It's true. We need to deal with that. We're not going to get into the details right now. I already made a scale for you. You're welcome. And the scale that I made is the one that for most guitar players is their first key, and that's G. So what I did was I made a G scale for you, just like this. And if you really want to learn about scales, and you do, even if you think you don't, you actually do, you're going to want to get to know this pattern up here where the numbers go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, okay? Because that's the pattern for every scale. We'll talk about that in another mini lesson because the scale is really super crazy important. You're using it all the time, whether you know it or not. You may as well understand it and be able to talk about it. So this pattern here, where everything is what is turns out to be a whole step, except between 3 and 4, that's a half step, and the 7 to 8, that's a half step. If that's new information for you, just let that roll around in your brain, and we'll be making other mini lessons talking about how to build a scale. So let's move on. Let me show you this G scale because this is how we're going to use the numbers to talk about the chords that we're playing in the key of G when we just have, for example, just 3 chords. So 1 is G, 2 is A, 3 is B, 4 is C, please pay attention to that. 5 is D, pay attention to that, and then there's the rest of the scale. So 1 is G. 4 is C. 5 is D. So what's 1? G. What's 4? C. What's 5? D. Now, some of you might have had some vague idea of how this works. This is exactly how it works. I want you to know that it's accessible, it's clear, it's logical, it's not hard, and it's your friend. And it's extremely useful. So, if you forget everything that I have said, I hope that you will remember that the 3 most important chords in the universe are 1, 4, and 5. And when you're in the key of G, 1 is G, 4 is C, and 5 is D. Oh my goodness, that sounds so good. Won't you play it again? There you are. See, we're already using the numbers and it didn't hurt a bit. All right, let that roll around your head and come back for more. Hi, thanks for stopping by my YouTube channel. Glad you're here. Hope you come back. I want to invite you to check out my Guitar Clubhouse. It's our subscription that's got a ton of great stuff in it. It's got charts and Zoom classes and all kinds of cool stuff in it. I just think it's a wonderful, wonderful value. So I hope you'll check out my Guitar Clubhouse. We welcome people of all levels. Anybody, if you like to play guitar, you are welcome in our Guitar Clubhouse where we have tons of guitar fun. So I hope to see you there.